Hi, in this video we'll be discussing about gas laws. Gas laws like Boyle's law, Charles' law, Gay-Lussac's law, Reynolds' law, there are many laws. See, kinetic theory of gases explains the behavior of gases by considering them to be composed of large number of tiny particles called molecules that are in continuous random motion. This theory provides a microscopic explanation of the gas pressure, temperature, and laws like Boyle's, Charles, Gay-Lussac's law, Reynolds' law, all these things. See, this kinetic theory of gases is based on certain assumptions that a gas consists of very large number of tiny molecules. The molecules are in continuous random motion. The volume occupied by the gas molecules is negligible compared to the total volume of the gas. Suppose if you consider a vessel like this in which there are gas molecules. So compared to the total volume of this entire gas, the volume occupied by each molecule is negligible. That is what kinetic theory of gases say. Then the molecules move in straight lines between collisions. The collisions between molecules and container walls are perfectly elastic. So that means we are not considering any loss in kinetic energy. There are no attractive or repulsive forces between molecules except during collisions. So gas pressure is produced by the continuous collision of molecules with the walls of the container. The average kinetic energy of gas molecules depends only on the absolute temperature. Absolute temperature means 0 Kelvin, which will be equal to minus 273.16 degrees centigrade. We can approximate it to minus 273 degrees centigrade while solving the problems. So coming to the Boyle's law, which is one of the fundamental gas law. In 1662, the Irish scientist named Robert Boyle discovered the relation between pressure and volume of a gas at constant temperature. So temperature remaining constant, pressure is inversely proportional to volume. So that means you can write product of pressure into volume as a constant, and you can write the pressure and volume relations like this: P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2, and from this, if you want to know P2 by P1 value, it will be V1 by V2. Okay, so this is what the Boyle's law states. At constant temperature, the pressure of the gas is inversely proportional to its volume. Now coming to the explanation of this Boyle's law, consider a gas enclosed in a cylinder fitted with a movable piston. So you can consider an arrangement like this. The gas is enclosed in a cylinder fitted with a movable piston. When the volume decreases, that means when the piston moves down, collisions with the container walls become more frequent and pressure increases. When the volume increases, molecules have more space, so collisions decreases and pressure also decreases. So therefore, pressure increases when volume decreases and vice versa. Now coming to application of Boyle's law. So you can see in syringes, bicycle pumps, air compressors, scuba diving, breathing process in humans, pneumatic systems, all these are the applications of Boyle's law. There are certain limitations to Boyle's law. So Boyle's law is valid only under certain specified condition. So it does not hold true when the temperature is not constant. The amount of gas changes. The gas is at very high pressure. The gas is at very low temperature near its liquefaction point. The gas behaves as a real gas rather than an ideal gas. Usually all the gases behave like real gases, not ideal gases. Under ordinary laboratory conditions, many gases obey Boyle's law with good accuracy. Only under ordinary laboratory conditions only the gases obey Boyle's law. Now coming to Charles' law. In 1787, the French scientist Jacques Charles discovered the relation between volume and temperature of a gas at constant temperature. at constant pressure, volume and temperature of a gas at constant pressure. So for a fixed mass of a gas at constant pressure, the volume of the gas is directly proportional to its absolute temperature. As we are talking absolute temperature, we need to take temperatures in terms of kelvins only. So volume is directly proportional to temperature means, so you can write V2 by V1 is equal to T2 by T1. So V2 by V1 is equal to T2 by T1. At constant pressure, heating a gas increases the kinetic energy of its molecules. Molecules move faster and spread farther apart. So then the gas expands. Therefore, volume increases. So if you cool the gas, it will have the opposite effect. So when you are cooling the gas at constant pressure, as the temperature decreases, volume decreases. Now let's have a look at the numericals related to this Boyle's law as well as Charles' law. The first question is like this. A gas occupies 0.6 meter cubes at a pressure of 200 kilopascal. Let us say volume V1 is 0.6 meter cube, pressure P1 is 200 kilopascal. It is compressed to 0.3 meter cube at constant temperature. So V2 volume is given 0.3 meter cube. We need to calculate final pressure. So at constant temperature, P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2. We need to find out P2 value. So this will be P1 into V1 by V2. P1 value is 200 multiplied by 0.6 by 0.3. Now from this, you can write 200 into 2, which is equal to 400 kilopascals. So you can observe clearly here, as the volume is decreasing, pressure is increasing. Now coming to the next question. A gas occupies 4 liters at 27 degrees centigrade. Volume V1 is 4 liters. Temperature T1 is 27 plus 273. We have to take absolute temperature, that is in terms of kelvins. So 300 Kelvin. Find the volume. We need to find out V2 volume when heated to 127 degrees centigrade. So 127 plus 273, this is 400 Kelvin. So the condition is at constant pressure. When pressure is constant, volume is directly proportional to temperature. So V2 by V1 is equal to T2 by T1. So from this, V2 will be equal to V1 into T2 by T1. So V1 volume is 4 liters multiplied by 400 by 300. T2 is 400, T1 is 300. So 16 by 3 will be there. So 5.33 liters will be the volume. So 5.33 liters will be the volume. So in this session, we have discussed two fundamental laws. One is Boyle's law, the second one is Charles' law. So try to remember them and try to solve some numerical questions so that it will be very much helpful to you. Thank you. All the best.